Chosen one, hear this clearly. What is unfolding in your life is not random. It is not luck, and it is not coincidence. It is a divine transaction, fully orchestrated by the hand of the Most High. Heaven has authorized a transfer, and your name is on it. Long before you even asked, long before you even imagined, God had already prepared the release. I will restore to you the years that the locust has eaten. Joel 2:25. This is not just provision. This is restoration, repayment, and redemption woven together in one holy moment. What is coming will not only bless you, it will redefine your family's entire legacy. The story that once seemed stained with lack and silence is about to be rewritten with favor and fulfillment. And here's the beauty. It will not be traced back to man. It won't be explained by promotions, opportunities, or connections. This breakthrough will carry the signature of heaven alone. No bank stamped it, no system funded it. The receipt reads, paid in full by mercy. Chosen one, this is more than a blessing. It's a vindication. The skeptics, the ones who doubted you, the ones who whispered that you would never rise, they will be silenced, not by your explanations, but by God's demonstration. And God is able to bless you abundantly, so that in all things at all times, having all that you need, you will abound in every good work. 2 Corinthians 9:8. This transfer is proof that grace has outbid every struggle, that favor has outrun every failure. So lift your head. This isn't just wealth, it's witness. It's not just about what you will hold, it's about who you are becoming. You are stepping into fulfillment, into evidence, into a season where heaven's resources collide with earth's need through you. The transfer has already been approved. Heaven's hand has signed it. And now, chosen one, it is your time to receive. Chosen one, listen closely. What's coming to you is not simply financial provision. It is generational redemption. This transfer is heaven's way of rewriting the story of your bloodline. For too long, cycles of lack, delay, and silent struggle have defined your family's history. But now the Spirit declares the Lord will vindicate His people and have compassion on His servants. This is not just breakthrough, it is vindication, and it will be seen publicly. Heaven has chosen you as the turning point. The inheritance being released isn't just money, it's correction. Correction of poverty, reversal of patterns, restoration of what was lost in generations past. What your parents, your grandparents, even those before them could not break, God is breaking through you. This blessing carries weight because it is not only for you, it is for everyone connected to your name. This is why it will arrive in a way that cannot be denied. Your testimony won't be explained away by chance or effort. It will be clear that the hand of God intervened. And when people ask how the one they overlooked, the one they doubted, become the one with answers, you will simply say, God funded it. Like Joseph, sold by his brothers, forgotten in prison, yet elevated to save an entire nation. You are stepping into a season where your hidden years of faithfulness become fuel for generational deliverance. What once looked like rejection was divine redirection. What seemed like delay was actually a setup. What you meant for evil, God meant for good, to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. Genesis 50:20. Chosen one, the silence, the hidden battles, the prayers whispered in the night, all of it has been recorded, none of it wasted. And now, God is preparing to display the kind of restoration that won't just change your circumstances. It will rewrite your lineage. This is more than favor. This is legacy. This is heaven's transfer for generations. Chosen one, what heaven is releasing is not just a deposit. It is a divine transfer. And with that transfer comes weight. You are not being elevated for status or applause. You are being positioned for stewardship. The Lord will open the heavens, the storehouse of his bounty, to bless all the work of your hands. Deuteronomy 28:12. This shift marks the moment where you step out of survival and into strategy. You are no longer the borrower. You are becoming the builder. You are no longer the overlooked. You are the one entrusted to carry vision, to fund purpose, to build legacy. This is why the blessing will not arrive as temporary riches, but as enduring influence. God is entrusting you with this transfer because he has tested your heart in lack. He saw how you worshiped when no one was watching, how you gave when it hurt, how you remained faithful when it seemed nothing was changing. And now, what was refined in the fire is strong enough to carry overflow. To whom much is given, much will be required. Luke 12:48. This is not wealth for indulgence, it is wealth for assignment. You are stepping into the role of financer of kingdom vision, the one who will release resources to heal, to build, to plant, to multiply. What others see as money, God calls mission. This is why your elevation will startle some and silence others. They won't understand how the one who struggled now carries answers. But you will know, heaven signed the transfer. Chosen one, don't shrink back when the blessing arrives. Don't apologize for the abundance. You were not given this to impress, but to impact. You were chosen to carry weight, to shift atmospheres, and to fund the future God is writing through your name. The transfer is not noise, it is strategy, and you are the trusted vessel. Chosen one, what God is releasing in your life will not be hidden. This transfer is not arriving quietly. It is arriving as vindication. The Lord will vindicate his people and have compassion on his servants. Psalm 135:14. The blessing will be visible, undeniable, and unexplainable in human terms. It is designed not only to lift you, but to silence every mocking voice, every doubter, every skeptic who thought your limits would define you. For years, your prayers were whispered in secret. Your sacrifices went unnoticed. Your tears fell unseen. But heaven recorded it all. And now, the evidence will speak louder than your explanations ever could. The abundance coming to your hands is not about proving yourself. It is about proving God faithful. The blessing of the Lord brings wealth without painful toil for it. Proverbs 10:22. This is why the release will confuse those who thought they understood you. They saw the struggle but did not see the refining. They heard the silence but did not hear the prayers. They overlooked the hidden oil, but heaven never did. And now, when the shift becomes visible, it will not be credited to effort or luck. It will be stamped with one testimony: God funded it. Chosen one, this vindication is not arrogance. It is assignment. The tables are turning, not for you to gloat, but for you to glow. The breakthrough will arrive in such a way that your family, your community, even your enemies will have no choice but to acknowledge that only the hand of God could do this. Like Joseph, elevated from the prison to the palace, your rise will not need words. The fruit will speak. So stand tall, walk boldly. Do not explain away the blessing, embody it. Because when the Most High funds your future, no opposition can block it, no opinion can dilute it, and no doubt can erase it. Your breakthrough is the proof. Your life is the evidence, and the testimony will echo forever. God did it. Chosen one, this transfer is bigger than you. Heaven is not only funding your journey, it is rewriting your family's legacy. I will restore to you the years that the locust hath eaten. Joel 2:25. What begins with you will ripple through generations after you. Cycles of lack, silence, and limitation are breaking. A new story is being written with your last name attached to it. For too long, your bloodline carried patterns of scarcity, fear, and missed opportunities. But God has chosen you as the one to interrupt it. You are the hinge on which the door of destiny swings. The Lord will open the heavens, the storehouse of His bounty, to bless all the work of your hands. Deuteronomy 28:12. This is not about survival anymore. It is about generational revival. Think of Joseph, sold by his brothers, forgotten in prison, overlooked by men, but in God's timing, elevated to save not only a nation, but his own family. His breakthrough wasn't just personal, it was generational. And now, chosen one, heaven is positioning you in the same way. Your rise will not just feed your table, it will build tables for generations to come. The wealth, wisdom, and influence flowing into your life are not accidents. They are assignments. You are the financial intercessor of your bloodline, the one God trusts to break chains and build legacies. This is why the waiting was long, why the refining was deep. Heaven was shaping you to be a vessel that could carry not just blessing, but responsibility. Chosen one, this is bloodline redefinition. What your ancestors could not reach, you will walk in. What they prayed for in tears, you will carry in reality. The curse ends here. The blessing begins now. And when the story is told, it will not be about what you gained, but about what God gave through you for those yet to be born. Chosen one, this season is not just about receiving, it's about repositioning. Heaven is shifting you from survival into stewardship, from waiting for miracles to funding them. You are being entrusted with resources not for comfort, but for calling. For if you remain silent at this time, relief and deliverance will arise from another place. And who knows but that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this. Esther 4:14. This transfer is not a glow-up. It is a glory assignment. You are moving from being the borrower to being the builder, from the overlooked to the one heaven trusts with impact. The provision that is coming carries weight. It is not just to increase your lifestyle, but to advance God's kingdom through your life. Think of Joseph, elevated in Egypt not to bask in power, but to provide in famine. Or Esther, placed in the palace not for luxury, but for deliverance. In the same way, your repositioning is not random, it is strategic. Heaven has chosen you to carry provision with purpose, influence with humility, and authority with obedience. The blessing of the Lord brings wealth without painful toil for it. Proverbs 10:22. This blessing is not noise, it is strategy. You are now a financer of vision, a distributor of resources for healing, building, and restoring. When God funds your assignment, He also equips you with discernment, courage, and the wisdom to walk differently than before. Chosen one, do not shrink in this moment. Do not apologize for what heaven has placed in your hands, but also do not misuse it. You are not called to impress, you are called to impact. Every open door, every resource, every opportunity is an extension of God's trust. To whom much is given, much will be required. Luke 12:48. Step boldly, but walk humbly. Heaven has repositioned you, not just for blessing, but for assignment. And the world will soon see that this was never about wealth. It was always about kingdom work. Chosen one, hear this with your spirit. What God is entrusting to you is not simply wealth, it is weight. The resources coming into your life carry responsibility. They are not designed to make you comfortable, but to make you useful. But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. That renewed strength you feel is not for indulgence. It is for stewardship. God has tested you in the silence. He has refined you in lack. And now that He can trust you with little, He is ready to trust you with much. But with that abundance comes accountability. This is not about status. It is about service. Heaven is funding you to build what others only dreamed of, to plant what others feared, to multiply what others wasted. Think of David. He was not refined in the palace, but in the fields. His worship in obscurity prepared him for warfare in visibility. The weight of the crown was not about prestige. It was about responsibility. In the same way, the provision you carry is not about image. It's about impact. Now it is required that those who have been given a trust must prove faithful. 1 Corinthians 4:2. This transfer is not a mere financial upgrade. It is a spiritual assignment. You are becoming a living distributor of God's glory. The abundance you carry will fund ministries, heal families, unlock destinies, and shift atmospheres. It will not only change your life, but echo into countless others. Chosen one, the weight is heavy, but it is holy. Heaven has placed resources in your hands that are bigger than your name, your comfort, or your circle. This is not a season for ego. It is a season for execution. Steward the blessing wisely, and your life will testify that wealth without worship is wasted, but wealth with worship becomes glory. Chosen one, the moment is coming when no words will be needed, because the evidence will speak for itself. What heaven has been building in silence is about to break into sight. And when it does, you won't need to explain. It will be undeniable that God did it. For years, you endured misunderstanding, rejection, and delay. You cried in secret, prayed in silence, and sacrificed when no one clapped. But your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will now reward you openly. Matthew 6:6. This unveiling is not about pride, but about proof. Proof that heaven never forgot. Proof that obedience always brings fruit. Proof that grace has carried you further than effort ever could. Like Joseph, who went from the pit to the palace, your elevation will be sudden, but not random. Every hidden season was preparation for this unveiling. What once buried you has become the very soil that produced your strength. The stone the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. Psalm 118:22. When this breakthrough becomes visible, some will be shocked, others will be inspired, but all will know it was not by your hand, but by God. You will enter rooms you once were denied, not for applause, but for assignment. Your name will no longer be whispered in pity, but spoken in reverence as living testimony of divine faithfulness. Chosen one, this unveiling is holy. It carries weight, purpose, and legacy. And when people ask, how did this happen? Your only answer will be the truth. God funded it, God formed it, God fulfilled it. This is not the end of your journey. It is the beginning of a legacy. Walk boldly, for the unveiling has begun.